Hello, Trojans. This is Frostee Rucker on the Take Back the West podcast. Catchy name, right? Because we're taking back the West. We're here on the Believe Network. This podcast is sponsored by betonline.ag. That's where you can place your prop bets, anything you see out there. I'm not a big betting guy, but I dabble every once in a while. So go to betonline.ag and place your bets today. So don't know if you know too much about me. I'm Frostee. I played at SC, played in the league. You're part of Vic's defensive line. I'm a big fan of Vic. He's the first person I actually DM'd on Twitter.
Yeah,
got the job.
Yeah,
I never do that. I don't know. I don't even really understand Twitter too much, but I was like, I got to get a hold of this guy. I can't wait. You know, I know he played in the league, and I know what type of person he is. How's Coach Vic been for your football game?
he's awesome. I think he just really – just the relationship that him and I have built has just, like, been one of trust. So, like, it's just whatever he kind of says, it's just, like, a thing where I'm just trying to do it, like, as best as I can. And he's a great coach. But I think really, like, the thing that's ringing home the most is just, like, playing physical, like, doing our best to play physical. Because I think we're a little bit undersized, or I'm a little bit undersized for the 4-eye, like, especially like looking at, like, 4-eyes in the NFL, just my body weight right now. So just playing physical at my body weight and, you know, playing physical in the rush and understanding that, like, those hits are what sets up, like, the next move and, like, all this everything else, you know?
Absolutely. One thing I learned playing in the 4-eye was my hands had to be right and my target, right?
Yeah,
because now you're playing half that man.
Eyes,
right?
too. The eyes just –
Eyes don't lie, but you got two here and two here. So don't forget your hands are like, use them as tools. Like, sorry, that's just a little D-line. I got it in me. I got it in. I'm sorry, bro.
No. It's 100%.
Can't trade it in.
Yeah.
I can't trade it in. So you're JUCO guy. Did it the hard way.
Man. Yeah, my route was crazy. So I'm from San Bernardino, and the quarterback at ASU is Jaden Daniels.
Okay.
And he was a sophomore when I was a senior.
Okay.
And I played a lot of baseball. And I played football as a freshman, but I was just playing baseball. And there was another defensive end in our conference, Jalen Phillips. He was at Redlands East Valley. He's at Miami now, killing it. And then we had a defensive end on our team named Jeremiah Martin. He had, like, every offer, and he ended up going to Texas A&M. But I just saw these dudes, like, getting these football offers, like, going crazy. And then like, I love football. The team wasn't good when I was a freshman. I think it was just a horrible, like, the program was in a bad state. So I just stuck with baseball because it was a better program. And then they got a new coach. Jaden Daniels came in as a freshman. They balled out. And then I had just been talking. I was still a lot of my boys were playing football. And then I ended up playing over there in my senior season. And I got, like, 3 offers, really, like Azusa Pacific, Hawaii, and then Cal Poly, San Luis Obispo. And that's where I went, to Cal Poly. And I was there for 2 quarters, and then really just – it was like, man, these guys went to, like, A&M. They're getting Bama. Like, Jaden's getting Bama. Like, Penn State.
You want the competition to be a lot higher than that.
Max, man. And I ended up going back to Riverside, and they were, like, a pretty good factor. It's actually crazy. So Caleb Tremblay on the team, like, he was a year before me, and, like, he was like a guy that I saw as, like, comparable. So I used to watch his highlights, like, all the time and, like, see him and what he was doing, his body weight, like, how he played. And then just a whole year later, that ends up being my roommate. So it's just, like, crazy that it goes, like, full circle. But yeah, man, the JUCO route, ended up moving back with the parents, and it was a good deal, but definitely
It's the hard way, though.
Yeah.
You going to JUCO from leaving a college, going to JUCO to come to SC, does it give you an edge on your, shoulder, a chip on your shoulder a little bit when you're going out there competing?
Well, I think for sure. I still even think, like, now when I'm, like, having some success, it's like I was never even supposed to be here. Like, this wasn't even supposed to happen. Like, I would have guys that would, like, kind of, like, represent me as, like, how there's, like, the 7-on-7 coaches or whatever, like, trainers, and they'll just be like, oh yeah, I'm hitting up, like, coach or whatever. They're telling me, like, yeah, probably not Power 5, like, probably not even, like, G5, like, we don't see it probably for you, just being honest. So to me, it's all just a blessing, and like, I'm just thankful for everything, but also, like, at the same time, like, I know I got nothing to lose because, like, I was never supposed to be here,
It's a great mindset, man, but you're a great addition to our program, our school. I know you're taking care of business academically, football, big game. You know what I mean? You're getting opportunity. Coach Vic sees it, and that's the most part. You're there. You're seizing the moment, right? I was a guy I transferred from Colorado State to SC, had to sit out. So I understand being the underdog, and it's like I'm fighting my way out of it. You know what I mean? I'm going to get recognized. My name's going to get called on the PA. That meant a lot. That's some of the things that me and my buddies used to always talk about.
Yeah, it's love. It is true, too. And you were on those teams that were, like, really going out, like, whooping, like, just whooping. Whooping. And then you probably would get, like, all the messages from your teammates at Colorado State, like, all the homies that were, like, freshmen together, just, like, learning how to be, like, grown men together. They're just like, wow, Frostee, like, you're killing it, man. Like,
crazy.
That's love. Yeah.
I transferred and then sat out a year. Then the next year, we opened up versus Colorado State.
Yeah, wow, that's crazy.
So I got to play versus my old squad, everyone that was we came in as freshmen, like highly touted recruiting class. And then, I mean, we put a whooping on them by like and I didn't feel too bad then, but then after it was like, A, I would have been on the receiving end of that ass whooping. So I'm glad I squatted up, right? But then B is just like just to be in the moment, you know what I mean? And I think seizing the moment, the opportunity, that's something we have real similar. Keep that edge, right? If that's your thing, every time you strap it up, every time you go to practice, keep that edge. Someone's doubting, but you don't leave no doubt in yourself. And that showed up last week. 3 sacks, bro. That doesn't happen to everyone. I never did that in the game. High school, college, or professionally. Never. That's a big moment, bro. But it's a big moment, though. You know what I mean? And you got an outstanding situation there where you're rotating with a herald group of D linemen that, you know, a lot of people do know their household names, and you're making yourself one. And, you know, I'm proud of that, man. You keep working. You keep working, man. And this week, go hard. So how's your preparation been for UCLA week?
It's going good. I mean, it's actually crazy. So I don't think it's like been said anywhere, but it's not a big deal. But actually, the last 2 weeks, I got contact traced for the COVID positive that we had. I sat like near him on the flight. So I didn't practice before the Wazoo game. Like I was out all ththose 2 weeks. Wow. So I got back on Saturday, and the game was Sunday, and then that's why I only got like 17 snaps. So just like those opportunities were like a blessing, really. Like it's just like, you know how it is. Like part of it's luck. Like you just you gotta be ready when it happens. Yeah, facts. So I just was grateful for that. But getting ready this week, they got a high-powered offense. Like we've seen them. Like they come back in games. You let them, like they play in games and they'll stay in games. I think the greatest example is like Washington State last year when they're down, like, geez, I think it was like 50-something. They're down like 35 points, and then they end up coming back and winning that game with like 20 minutes left on the clock.
Belton's a beast, but they got a great O-line. I don't like patting those guys on the back a lot. Their O-line has been together, so that's the only thing. But I think up front, you know, as the game starts cooking and the reps start getting distributed across our D-line, I think we wear them down. I know Coach Vic that's some of the things he's telling you. You know, we just got to keep chopping wood and get back there. All the plays in the backfield are going to be there for us. And I'm one of you. So for us, right? I just don't get to dress up, but for us. But seize the moment, man. Right. Take advantage of this, man. I'm so pumped to have you on Take Back the West, but let alone getting to follow your journey from JUCO to here. No fans in the stands.
Yeah, it's all good though.
But it's all good, right?
It's good, yep. It's still a blessing.
You're blessed, and you take advantage of that. Is your family good? Everyone's good for the holidays?
Yeah, they're really good. My dad's a big SC supporter. Like this is like a dream come true for him. He sends me, like, same thing with my mom. They send me like every little bit they can find, like every picture, like article. They're like, wow. So it's definitely love. They're super happy, and I just want to keep like winning games. I think that's really like the goal for me, and that's always been. I just want to help the team win. So
it's a special moment, dude. I'm telling you. I'm in group chats of guys that we won national championships together. We talk every day. You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing that football is going to bond you with, being at SC. I know it's a weird time because, you know, last year there's students. Now it's very scarce around there. But just live this moment, though, Nick. I'm going to tell you, take advantage of this moment, dial in all you got, because like you said, a week ago, you're in the COVID tracing thing, and you don't know how it's going to happen.
That's what I'm saying,
right?
exactly. Mm-hmm.
So stay in your grind, stay in your hustle, take care of business, get some sacks, cause fumble.
Yeah.
You get more money when you cause the fumble.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I need to get one of those this week.
You'll get it. You'll get it. What's your favorite rush move?
My favorite rush move? Well, I like to just like get on the edge with the bull and then just like do like a snatch. So like power snatch, kind of like speed the or
jack them back and snatch, or
like that off the edge. But I haven't really got a lot off the edge in this season just because of like the way our like defense and stuff has been. But I watch a lot of guys like I like TJ Watt like Jared Allen. I like to throw on the Jared Allen tape, like a little bit of classic tape, because I love his story. Like Idaho State dude, fourth rounder, like ends up being the guy, you know. And then of course like the Bosa brothers, but like it's just a little different rushing off the edge versus the interior. But I'm hoping to get some edge rushes this week.
That's crazy because you feel like you're undersized, that you should be out there, but you're best fit inside. I'm telling you, you're playing bully ball in there, and when you're playing versus these guards and you're rushing them, just remember the contact is right now. So sometimes, you know, when you know it's going to be a pass or something, you know, maybe don't crowd the ball because they might jump you that way. Back off the ball a little bit so you can get your edge better. But beat them with speed, beat them with heads, power, and you got them, man. This is a big week. And just know your alumni are behind you. We can't be around. We can't be at practice. And
you know, you were every game last year, every single game.
I know, bro. That was my first year I retired. So I was like, I'm in there. Let me check it out. You know what I mean?
Kennel too, right in the kennel.
You know what time it is. But take advantage of it. Stay locked in. We're rooting for you. We're rooting for the team outside of that. And that's all I got.
For sure. Yep. Well, I appreciate you, Frostee.
No, I appreciate you, man. Thanks for coming on. Again, ball out, and then hopefully I'll be requesting to get you back on in another week when you guys get this championship game. And then if, you know, NCAA gets the hell out of the way and lets us get in this tournament,
I'm saying.
The wishes are going to come true.
Sure.
Just seize the moment. Seize the moment. You know who you're rushing. You know who you got to go against. Study them, man. Dial all the way in and beat that ass.
Yes, sir.
Sorry I had to cuss, but that's just how I get down.
Yes, sir.
Okay, man. I'll holler at you, man. You take care. Happy holidays. If I don't speak to you in a while, happy holidays. Tell your family hello, fight on, and we'll catch up soon, buddy.
Sounds good. All right. Yeah, let me know.
I will, for sure.